for.
Thank you.
You welcome.
Damn, bro, you got a sandwich while on the live. Put the stream on live.
No,
Congratulations. Hey, what's
he's
going on,
K.
everybody? This is Mr. Alan Anthony from Mr. Alan Anthony. I just got the notification, and welcome to another episode of Team 100 Tech Talk Roundtable, episode number 98. 98, right? Let me see if I'm right. Yeah, 98. We are two more episodes from episode 100, which is
Yeah.
basically the name of the crew, Team 100. So it's definitely a privilege to be here with you guys. You guys can see we're here with Mr. BG Tech Life from BG Tech Life and Mr. RP3 Tech Reviews from RP3 Tech Reviews. Rob Ponte from RP3 Tech Reviews.
Woo.
How you doing, fellas?
What's up?
What's good? What's going on? How y'all feeling?
Oh, got the echo going. My bad.
Yo, man. So if I sound like that, I gotta step back a little bit.
No, I had turned it on my phone, so that's what you were listening to. So it wasn't.
Yeah.
Let me share it. Let's see who's in the building. Alan, where is the song intro? Okay.
Oh my god, I didn't do the
Go
song
ahead.
intro.
Go ahead.
Yo,
Put
man,
some music
I'm not
on, Rob.
monetized.
Let me
Yo,
set
man,
it
I'm
up.
not monetized on this anyway, so.
Oh man, hold up. I haven't even set it up.
Oh, we good. Oh.
All right,
Give me a second. I got it.
Let me play some Uncle Luke for BG. Play some Uncle
Hey,
Luke
yo,
for
dog. That's a no, dog.
That's a no, dog. Okay,
That's
can I play some Miley Cyrus for you then?
some Miley Cyrus.
Breathe it. All right. Yo, let me see if I can play HD music. No, it's not even on here. Anyways, welcome to another episode of Team 100 once more again. If you guys are in the chat, big shout out to you guys. I see Osama Love stopped by early. JQ's in the building. Six Louis is here like always. We have 4 people watching. Probably
That's
just
what it is.
Please share the sound if possible. I will definitely do it in the background. Do it, man. You want to play it? I mean, I could turn my.
Oh no, I mean, I was just making sure. I had to make sure it was working. That's all. I didn't.
Yeah. So,
I freestyle. You do it like that, I'm gonna go ahead and freestyle.
All right,
hey, yo, play it for BG.
Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be drop. Yeah.
Bitch, I got problems
It's
on problems on problems
BG.
on problems on problems.
You can't. How you freestyle with somebody yelling? Oh,
hey, I'm about to find you a beat. Give me 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes. I'm gonna give you a freestyle beat. You gonna have something real nice.
I'm gonna do it. All the way. Man, get y'all screen record ready, man. You already know what it is, man. BG Tech Life, man. Multi-talented. You know what I'm saying? One of the greats out here on YouTube, man. Only 3,000 subscribers. I need to be at 10 million, man. Who is MKBHD? Who the fuck is that, man?
Yo, listen. Yo, listen.
Oh man, I gotta find something. I'm trying to look for something. I don't know what I got here, man.
Man, you give me anything, man.
No, I can't give you too much.
Yo, did he really say I can't give you too much?
Pause.
Oh wow.
My bad, homie.
Let me see if I can post it real quick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find
Got problems.
All right, let me add this. Give me a second here. Hey man, did y'all see the damn movie trailer to Furious 9 or whatever that crap is?
Yeah, man, Fast and Furious 9. John Cena's going to be in there. K2 Technicals in here. Yep.
What it is?
What it do?
What it do? What it do, baby? What it do, baby?
What it do, baby?
As you can tell,
man.
the
So the first thing to talk about is, is anyone drinking tonight?
I got a little. I done had a little Hennessy. I won't lie, I haven't dodged. I got a little bit left that I'm probably gonna drink during the stream,
Hen
and
dog.
I got a little hen dog on deck. You know, it's been a long week. You know, been working hard for the money. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
All
You
right.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't watch me watch TV,
V. There
or
you go.
don't yeah watch me. Don't watch TV. BG Tech Life.
Yo, yeah, I've been watching a lot of videos where brother YouTubers say, smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Yo, man, I might have to add that to my videos, man.
Or they do this. We out.
Mm.
We out.
Yo,
Yeah,
hey, man,
that
had
be
you
tripping
found that
me out.
song, man?
Yeah. Who me?
Or can we continue?
Oh, go ahead. Keep talking, man. Don't let me
And we
hold you
just
up, dog.
yeah, he.
No, no, man. Yo, man, I just wanted a moment of silence, man, for Kobe Bryant, man.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh yeah, yes sir.
Yeah, man, we gotta start off the stream like that, you know. You know what I'm saying? We gotta start off with like a 24-second, you know what I'm saying, moment of silence for Kobe Bryant and everyone who was on that aircraft that the rest of it. But yeah, man. So let me just do a little moment of silence for Kobe Bryant. All
GG.
right,
And Gigi.
all right. There we go. All right, there you go.
Mm. All right.
And big rest in peace to everyone. You know what I'm
All
saying,
right.
was affected by that. But
Yeah.
hey, yo, Rob, you got that track or what?
Yeah, I got something for him.
Oh.
I got a little sip first.
Oh,
Hey, BG, you ready for it or no?
man, I'm always ready, man.
All right. Now
Is
you
it
said
ready for me? That's the
now I didn't
question.
have time to find the beat, the nice beat that I want, but this should do. Hopefully it'll do.
Oh,
Okay.
you gotta go fast on that one.
Yeah.
Pause.
Uh, it's BG Tech Life. Get your tech right. Listen to Team 100 tonight. I don't really like the beat, but I'm still gonna keep it street. I got on the polo bucket. Everybody got on the hat. You know why? Because everybody in the stream strap. It's like, nah, you strapped for the outer box and watch out.
Strap with
Because
a
I like
suitcase.
box.
strap, strap with a suitcase holster.
Right. Strapped with a subcase holster. Call it the toaster. I pull out a Note 10 Plus and roast ya. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Yeah, you're an elephant. Motherfucker, I'm a poacher. Bars.
This fool.
Yeah, hashtag bars.
Bars.
Yo, that's freaking hilarious, bro.
We got
Yo,
people in the
Oh my bad.
Rob
hey
gave me
man,
the
yo man, I'm going cheap tonight, man. I got the Amsterdam. That's from
Oh.
Arizona, man.
goddamn, he got Amsterdam and Arizona. His liquor is probably like $7. I don't fuck with Amsterdam. It makes me feel like I'm drinking Four Loco.
I don't know. That's kind of how I'm feeling too. Wee.
Oh man.
Yeah. So, yo, thank you guys for coming through to episode 98. And if you guys are on a replay crew, thank you guys for showing up and bearing through that intro.
And you may want to skip through the first 5 minutes and
Yeah, if you guys have a chance, you can definitely do that. If you guys aren't subscribed, I do have everyone's channel under the description below of this video playing for you guys. So I just want to start out with a few things. Just do our little introductions. BG Tech Life. What's going on with you, and what's your channel?
Man, I am BG Tech Life of BG Tech Life. My YouTube channel, you can look me up. Hit search BG Tech Life. It'll be a little an emoji of a brown skinned, chubby black man with a beard. Click on it, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Now I have one Instagram and one Twitter, both the same. BG underscore Tech Life is official, guys. BG underscore Tech Life for the Instagram and the Twitter, guys. Yeah, I'm just happy to be here. Salute to my fellow Team 100 members and salute to everybody in the chat.
All right, everybody. I'm your boy, RP3. If you don't know what the initials mean, it's my you gotta know my name. If you don't know my name, then fuck you. Anyhow.
Wow.
Hey,
Yeah.
yo.
No, I'm joking. But yeah, I got a YouTube channel, RP3 Tech Reviews and all of that. And you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter with the same handle RP3 underscore tech. Let's do this.
Yep. All right, guys. My name is Anthony. If you guys are not familiar who I am, I do run Phone Tech at Work. PhoneTechAtWork.com is the brand. I will be having some upcoming videos because I start my vacation on Sunday. My second vacation wrap. So
Shout
I'll
out
be
to the
home. I'll be home
vacation.
and yo man, I might have to hit up Maryland too. Man. I mean Virginia or whatever, man. Yo man, I'm trying to plan like a nice little road trip to Florida. With the kids or whatever. So I might actually pass through there. Not sure what I'm gonna do with that yet, but uh, yeah. So we definitely want to start off with a few things. I do have it in the title of the video itself, and let's start off with the S20 series phone. Now, Samsung has just announced the Samsung Unpacked, and it will take place in California instead of New York this time, which means that I don't have to ask them if I could go. Uh, which they always told me no until up to last year when I actually went. And trust me, it wasn't all that.
I
Anyway,
bet.
um, so the S20 will be their new and upcoming devices. They're coming out with three of them. They're gonna have the S20, S20 Plus, S20 Ultra, is what I'm currently seeing as far as like the rumors. And guys, have you been reading about this S20 Ultra and like price being around 13 to $1,400? Um, yeah.
Man, the price
I've
is,
heard it. I've
is
heard
ridiculous.
people say that, and I've seen yeah, I've seen some links that you guys shared, and some of the things that I've seen on the internet. And, that's the cheapest price I've heard, 1,300. Um, yeah,
Yeah, I mean, because the reason why that I would expect it to be 1,400 is because the Galaxy Z Flip is rumored to be 1,500. So why would they have the Galaxy Ultra
Hey,
uh, higher than that or the
right.
same price? What do you guys think? I mean, will it be the same price in your eyes?
Yeah. Well,
Rob, what
it
do you think?
it costs too much personally for no big jump in technology. But
Hey, yo, BG,
shout out,
are you
we can hear you. We can
are
hear
you
you.
crumpling your mail or what's
Yeah.
Oh
going on,
no,
man?
no, no! I
And
got it. I actually, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Are you?
I
shout
didn't know
out.
you guys.
We got a few new people in the stream real quick. Big Head Culture Techie. Shout out to you, Miss Liz, Lisa, Nigel, and technically T. Thanks for stopping by. We appreciate you. Sorry we didn't jump on what's up to everybody. We wasn't trying to ignore everybody.
Yo, Nigel, what's going on, man? Technically T, welcome, brother.
What's up?
Welcome. Yo, man, I'm gonna throw that. Yo, I would throw that invitation out to you, T, to saying, rock with us for the first time. But
I
I
don't
do
know,
see
man. That
that.
the Samsung man, it's you know, I don't know. It's nothing new. It ain't. These phones are really slowing people down, especially small YouTubers from going out, rushing out, and getting them because of these prices. Uh, Not that they care that if we get them or not. You know what I'm saying? But it's I don't know. I guess we're talking about first world problems. $1,300 where people can't even afford a couple of hundred. But I don't want to get too introspective here.
Hey, yo, man, here's the biggest problem with the S20 series is that the Note 10 is still a really, really great phone. The S10 Plus 2 is another really, really great phone.
Yeah.
Well, people actually update and actually like actually upgrade from these phones. Like only techies might just get that Ultra. Honestly, you know.
5G, but 5G isn't worth it.
I think at the same time too, if they release a phone like the Galaxy Z Flip, have you seen the Z Flip yet, BG?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the difference between the Z Flip and the Razor is that the Z Flip will be made out of glass and not plastic. So I don't know how they're gonna do that, and when it's gonna finally show up and like uh pictures or whatever, but they will actually be the same exact price of about $1,500. So I don't know what the Razor is gonna do. Yeah, this shit is so fucking uncoordinated. It's insane,
No,
bro.
no,
Anyway,
my fault. It was my fault. I
what is
was
that?
trying. I
Yours?
was actually trying to put on. No, it was in my video. I was trying to put on a case on this phone. I just got a special hand delivery from Schnell,
From
and
Chanel. Yo,
yeah, and I
harmless
was
car. He can't make it today. He told me that he's handling some personal business. So harmless. Uh, shout out to you, my brother.
Mhm.
Yeah, man. But the Galaxy Z Flip, man, you picking that one up, BG?
no, not at all. I be like, fuck foldables. Honestly, they not my thing for real. Like foldable devices, I'm gonna beat him up. But foldable devices are really not my thing at all. Like I'm not really into them that much. Yet the only one that I kind of looked at and thought was cool because it was nostalgic was the Razor. Even though it sucked ass as a phone for real. Um,
It's
I
already
just
available for pre-orders too, man. If you want to pick it up.
yeah, man. Nobody. I'm not picking that up for $1,500. I buy a MacBook. I buy a fucking mirrorless camera. I wouldn't not no that no hell no.
Yo,
It looks
personally, man, I'm waiting on the fold to drop to at least like 1,900, 800. I would pick it up for that, man. I had a good experience, but the whole like having to babysit it and whatever, I wasn't feeling that at all. You
Hey,
know.
any phone that uses 5G as part of its name is letting you know that 5G ain't really available.
Yeah, but here's the thing too. The Samsung S20 series, I'm hearing that what I'm saying that all those phones will be 5G. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna have a whole 5G lineup that you're gonna have to pick from. And honestly, I don't see myself getting as like if I get it, I gotta get an Ultra, bro.
But
They're already started the pre-order no the pre to the pre-order. And
see
they
I
started that
can't
yesterday. Yeah,
bro.
yeah, they
I
started it
don't
yesterday, and you could just sign up and you get $35 extra off that people who don't pre-order will get. So it's really up to you if you want to get that extra $35. And, how they figuring $35 will actually make us want to pre-order. You know what I'm saying?
I have no idea. Are they doing a trade in like they did before?
No, they didn't have anything about like the trading or whatever.
Straight
It's
phone.
just like yeah, just like what I'm saying having a pre-order for a phone that you don't even know how much it's gonna fucking cost. You know what I'm saying? So that's the problem, man.
Mm.
they
And
getting cat
personally,
they getting
man, I put this on Twitter when I was replying to Technical T's tweet. Right, he was talking about the cameras. Yo, BG, man, I'm sorry to say, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Look, it's how you still rock with Samsung cameras, but those cameras are not all of that, man. I'm talking about, bro, the front-facing camera actually looks like how I look on this webcam on my laptop, and that's a fact.
Hey, let me ask you
A
something. Is there a
fact.
rumor that they got that Samsung has developed their own version of that Filmic Pro app, that four camera deal where you can selfie and the other three cameras? I thought I saw something about that might be coming to them.
Oh, the thing where you're able to use both cameras at the same time. You know
Yeah,
what's funny is that
like that
who
film
had
pro.
that first? I think LG had that first,
Yeah,
and they got rid of it.
yeah.
Speaking of LG, where the hell is Forbes? Good question.
I couldn't tell you. Forrest got to work in the morning. He
Oh,
work
does
on the
he?
weekend. Yeah, he work on the weekends.
Yeah,
Man,
man.
I don't. I can't do it for real. Like I honestly like that S20 Ultra. Like you know what I'm saying. I'm not even gonna tell you I'm gonna be the first day out type of guy this year. I might
Yeah,
actually stand by. You know what I'm saying? Because all along I've been getting screwed on colors. You know what I mean? I've got a S10 Plus, a ceramic white S10 Plus. I just kicked out like 1,200 buck ducats for last year. You know what I
right,
mean?
right.
I got a Note 10 Plus. You know what I mean? And it's just like what the see, and that's the game. Like, first of all, I understand what y'all saying. The front facing camera on every Samsung device is lackluster compared to what iPhone and Google do. I'm straight up and down. Red cameras, red cameras are red cameras are something different. I'm not gonna say it beat right now. To me, on the video camera tip, iPhone is the king. You know what I'm saying? I ain't
Oh,
even
video.
gonna lie to you, but
Yeah, when it comes to stabilization, for real.
yeah, but I just like overall the Samsung, the Samsung experience. Not sound like a fanboy, but I mean, it's got to be. It's not no. It's not really a driving factor as far as me picking up the device. It's nothing right now. No solid reason why I'm saying I'm picking up the device. It's got maybe a bit better. My thing is this. Okay, it's got a better a Snapdragon 865. I'm not doing anything that heavy on my Samsung phones outside of using my note to write like on-screen memos and stuff and watch content and different things like that. The only phone that I really use where the processor matters right now is my iPhone and my iPad for LumaFusion. You feel me? So it's really hard. And then I just feel like I feel exactly how I felt right before the iPhone came out. The renders, I hope the phone looks a little bit different from the renders because that the way that camera is set up is horrible. I thought the
It's
S10
bad.
looked. I thought the S10 looked really bad. To me, it took me a while to get used to the S10 with the three cameras just going straight across the back. The best iteration of three cameras to me is the Note 10 Plus. That's the best looking three camera setup to me on the device. So when I seen that they strayed away from that for this S20 and did something else that looks horrible to me, and I hope it looks better in person. Um, I don't. I mean, it's just like I'm not as I like the phones that I have. Like it's nothing, only that it's the newest and the it's the newest right now. It's something new, but I mean, I know we'll try it out, but it's not gonna be no ultra because at the same time I'm not interested in having a S20 that's bigger than my Note 10 Plus. You know what I mean? If
Yeah,
anything, my S line device should always be smaller than my Note. Like 6.9 inches, like it's gonna be bigger than the Note 10 Plus, and that's just like
Bro, it's gonna be
that's
a really big phone, man. And I was just watching a video from Unbox Therapy. He had made a video with the dummies. And clearly he said that right, he's making cases now. So now he gets the dummy, like how hard was Carl, he gets the dummies as well. So now he did a video of the three dummies and he showed the camera, and the camera is basically almost like half of the phone, like in length. Like literally it's like almost like half down, which is
with the
insane.
with the cameras being that big. I mean, with like it's gotta be. I mean, these cameras have to be to really like to really attest to that. What they put on the back of these phones. That camera has to be like immaculate. It has to shoot the best video. It has to take the best stills. Okay,
Hey, gentlemen,
live back from uh
Russia.
new right from Russia, breaking some United States military hero veteran out of jail.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
God damn.
And bringing him back to the United States as the tech gentleman, guys.
Damn.
What an intro!
Hey man,
It
I
wasn't like
missed that,
Robert.
man.
Oh man, poor.
What's up? What's going on, baby?
Hey, let me
Okay.
go. Let me go
Not
away and
much,
come back
man.
one for intro me.
Hey yo,
Yeah.
hey Eric, man. I would like to welcome you back with a little bit of cheap
Hey
liquor
man.
and some cheap juice. Welcome you back, brother. Welcome back.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that, man. Feel good to be back.
Yo, perfect time when it comes to Samsung, man. Like he just popped up like Candyman. Yo, so after your long hiatus, like, hold on, man. What phones do you currently have, man?
So,
Honestly.
so I just put my main sim back in the OnePlus 7 Pro. It's at the top of my list right now. Still got the Note 10 Plus, but of course we got the S, whatever it's gonna be, 11, 20, whatever.
Whatever they want to call it this right now.
Yeah, whatever they want to call it. That'll probably the Note will probably go on that. And I still got the key too. I don't have a sim in it though.
Yo, I got this because I was bored. And I got the
Yeah,
LE. I
man.
got the LE though. I didn't get the key two, bro. I had the key two before though. But
Yeah.
but I got the LE and
Yeah, the
it's
only
fun,
thing I
man.
like about the LE was it didn't have the trackpad and the keyboard. That's the thing that killed it for me.
Oh yeah, man. I was trying to use that as a trackpad. It wouldn't work. I'm like, what the hell is like what am I doing wrong?
Yeah. Yeah, but it's
Yo,
too late.
big shout out to Jason Gill who just popped up in the building. What's up, Jason?
What up,
What's going on?
Jason?
He
Yeah,
said
it's
that
gonna
there'll be
have
a pop chart.
8K recording. That's what
Oh yeah,
60
yeah,
used to say. Yeah,
yeah.
but I mean, what can you really honestly
What you gonna
now?
watch it on?
That's what you gonna watch it on, and what you gonna edit it on, and I mean, just it's
Yeah, it'll probably be 8K. Did they say 60 frames?
Uh, 30 frames per second for 8K, which
Yeah,
is new. Which is
I'm
new
not
to me
doing
because
nothing
I
in.
did have the Red Magic phone that had 8K, but it was like in like 8 frames per second, something like that.
Yeah, like a slideshow basically.
Yeah, it was some bull.
Yeah, man. If it's not 60 frames, I'm not messing with it.
All right, so at the same time, right, I'm thinking about this sensor that they will have on the Ultra, 108 megapixels. Now, can they figure out how to use all those megapixels and make a camera that's better than the Pixel?
No.
Can they do it?
So the thing with the Pixel is it's not megapixels. The Pixel is knocking everybody head off with 12 megapixel camera still. It's their processing, man. Like the way that they look at scenery and identify what's in the scene, that's what puts them. I'm not gonna say that they're just like the end all be all, but it puts them to the top of the pack very consistently. I don't think they're the best in every situation, but it's for the hardware they got, they're doing an amazing job.
With stills, it's pretty impressive though, man. I'm
Yeah.
still repping Team Pixel with like hashtag, even though I'm on BlackBerry and iPhone phase right now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I still have my Pixel 4 XL at my house. But all right, man. So bottom line, will you guys be getting a S20 day one? Let's take a
Uh,
vote. Like any direction I could go with BG's on this side. Where you at, BG? You're this way. Will you be getting day one S20 S20 Ultra after the event is on? I think the 3rd or 4th of February. Will you be mesmerized by what they tell you, and will you be getting a new Galaxy phone, BG?
well, you know what? I depending on what bills is due. Um, I may ride that wave the first day out. I did get the iPhone the first day out. I may just ride the wave just to do it. I haven't done it in a while. I I would really like to. I do want to try it out. But the only thing is that I really don't want to get rid of my ceramic white S10 Plus, but that's gonna have to go. I don't know why I get so attached to cellular devices.
Not
Like
lately.
I'm a type of guy. Well, yeah, I do understand because it costs fucking $1,200. I understand that. That's why I'm attached to the motherfucker. Fuck it.
Yo,
But
my Star Wars, I paid
Exactly.
1,200, and I got rid of that shit after 3 days for 1,200.
Nah,
yeah,
Gotta
man.
go. You know?
So I'm bored. That's why my Sam went back into the OnePlus 7 Pro. It's just everything else is a compromise as far as the speed and fluidity and all that stuff, man. I keep the Note around. The only reason I keep a Galaxy around at this point is for the S Pen and Samsung Pay. That's it.
dang, that's rough.
Yeah, man. I mean, the gap between what Samsung offering and specifically what OnePlus is offering, like, is not like it's different tastes. But at the end of the day, OnePlus is the best at several things, and Samsung is like just good enough at most things.
Yo, like I can't see myself like him saying that. Like if it was like a year or two ago, he was completely the opposite direction.
No,
RP3, yo, day one, man. Day one, man. Will you be hypnotized February 11th, which is when the event will take place? That's literally in about 12 days. Will you be mesmerized by what Samsung tells you? And will you be day one with a S20 device?
No.
No,
Why? Why? Why?
because in about 30 to 45 days, it'll be discounted with some kind of some extra thrown in, or it'll be some to sweeten the pot to get you to buy it. And pre-ordering Samsung is a waste of time when you can walk in on the store and you can make that decision at the last second. You don't
Yo,
have to pre-order.
hold on. What phones do you currently have that, saying how you're able to trade in right now?
If I wanted to trade in,
Yes, if you wanted to trade in.
I got a Note 9 sitting here around here.
Okay. What if they tell you that you could trade in a Note 9 for $500? Will you trade in it? $500.
And how much am I paying? How much does it cost? 1,100?
1,400.
Oh no, I ain't doing it.
hell no.
Damn,
No,
1,400. Still
For the Ultra though.
$1,000 in at the taxes.
no,
No,
For the
Shit.
man.
Ultra though.
no.
Okay, so how
No,
about
I don't need the Ultra. Nothing.
how about the S10? No, and how about the
Look,
S20 Plus, which will be 1,100.
I'll do it for 1,100, maybe. Maybe I had to
so
be
the
I had to be
so the
geeked up.
pro- so the
I mean,
problem they
for a Note
running
9.
into is they still got to drop this folding phone, whatever they're gonna call that, the Z Flip, Acrobatic, whatever. I don't know. But if they only gonna price it at 13, 14, you're gonna have a hard time convincing people to get a solid slab for 11 or 12.
That's the thing that say how I mentioned at the start of the stream was that the Z Flip will be out and will be announced on the same day as the Galaxy S20 devices. But the only difference is that that phone will be available exclusively to AT&T first, and they might release it to other carriers. So I know that
It's gonna
BG
come unlock and AT&T.
maybe. So I know BG has AT&T, which I just left them. Uh, BG, the Galaxy Z Flip. I know you're not into foldables. So I mean, thoughts on that, man? Would you just try it out, return it or whatever, try it out, return it, I mean, bro, you gotta try it at least once, man. I tried the fold out. I had it for the 2 weeks. I had a great experience, but
Um,
the babysitting problem wasn't fun at all, you know.
Eventually, I know I'm gonna have to get into that space, but I have no interest right now. As it gets bigger, and I really don't have interest in those foldable phones. I'm a traditional type guy. I was a guy that was still just holding on to 16:9 and headphone jacks for the longest. So I'm just going, I'm gonna reject foldables until I can't reject them anymore because that's just not my format. That's just not what I'm into.
I mean, technically, the foldable is. really the original phone, man. You remember the flip phone? That's all they modeling them after right now.
Yeah, I feel that, but I'm just not ready for that form factor again done like that. You
Uh,
know, it's just not. It's not me. It's not me right now.
you don't want to be able to
Tech
slam nobody
gentlemen,
shut when you hang up on
tech
them.
gentlemen, you missed the part that I mentioned about the Moto Razor being on pre-order right now.
Yeah,
Uh,
see that. No
quick
can
thoughts
do.
on the Moto Razor.
No can do. Them specs is a no go.
Yeah,
It's
it's
still
looking.
it's sad.
That
It's
joint
sad
got
how
like a
them specs are
720
Motorola,
so
screen.
outdated, man.
bro, Motorola refuses to be successful. They
Bro, here's the
refuse,
thing, right?
man.
So on
They're trying
Twitter,
real hard not to
I
be
saw a
successful.
few guys
Yeah, man.
who were actually at the Verizon store who went hands on with the Moto Razor. That Moto Razor is already in stores to play with,
Oh
and
yeah, so I got
I
to see
think
that.
that we all should head to a store and see if it saying hit that little factor where you're like, man, I gotta try to get this somehow.
The best time to buy a razor is when the Motorola Z Flip. I mean, when the Samsung Z Flip come out because that Motorola razor gonna drop.
It's gonna have to. If
Yep.
they
Oh,
put an 800 series
sure.
processor,
It's a good point.
like the specs alone in the Z Flip,
Hold
it,
on. So the Z Flip is rumored to have an 855 plus, not the 865, because they have to figure out a way to sell the Ultra without having to have it have it be belittled to the Z Flip. So I mean,
right.
having the 855 plus, would that be a reason why you don't want to get it, or I mean, like you know, or is the 855 plus
I'm not worried about a
satisfactory?
good processor personally, but like if I was to even think about getting that razor, after it'd have to be a late summer pickup after the prices drop.
Have to be on Google Fi for 200 bucks.
Yeah, something like
Yo,
that,
speaking
man.
of
Swap a
Motorola,
deal or something, man.
yo, speaking of Motorola, so when I was looking through my timeline, I saw an article that they have the Moto G8 Plus, not the regular Moto G8, but the G8 Plus, which is
Yeah.
always like a higher spec phone than the regular G series for 199 on sale from Amazon. It's strictly GSM for $50 off, sold and shipped by Amazon now. BG, you've been asking for a phone that's cheap and that you can bring to your channel before the S series comes out with a phone like the Moto G8 Plus, because the Moto G7 did very well on Forbes channel. Would you think about having it a Moto G8 Plus for 199?
Um, yeah, I would have thought about it. I thought about it when I seen it posted. When y'all posted it in the Telegram, I was like, wow, that's pretty cheap. But I mean, now that as right now, it's kind of like crunch time because the S line is coming out, and I don't know what I want to do. I think I'm just committing to S20 plus. You know what I mean? And I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna spend it because I don't know if they're gonna have a ceramic. I don't know what they're gonna do. You know what I mean? But I want something pretty plush if if or when I do that, and I want to be able to. So I'm not really spending no tech dollars right now. Shout out to
Big dog.
DZV and Media, Dookie says tech dollars. I'm keeping my tech dollars in my pocket right now.
For your tech dollars. All right. So with
Yeah.
Moto G8 Plus, I'm gonna run down the specs for you real quick. 6.3 inches, Snapdragon 665 processor, 48 megapixel camera, 4,000 milliamp battery, dual SIM, GSM, and a word for AT&T, T-Mobile Cricket, and 64 gigabytes, and it comes in blue and in red.
Wait, what was their processor?
Snapdragon 665.
Oh, I thought you said 865. I was like, what the hell is that?
65. No, 665. I'm not sure about that processor. It
Okay.
seems like the 600 series is always confusing. I know my BlackBerry has one. I'm not sure which one it is, but for
Yeah.
$200,
You can't beat it. I like the camera setup on the back. I like how the
sounds
back
like a
looks.
good deal.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good deal. Not gonna lie.
Motorola just make too many phones, man. They make too many, but none of them are the best at nothing.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
here's the Moto G8 Plus.
Yeah.
So So it's teardrop notch, couple of cameras, whatever. But it's
It's a decent phone from what I
199 is
yeah.
not a bad risk of
Yeah,
just trying it out. You know,
it's not the it's not the Walgreens phones of yesterday, the
jitterbug.
Android phone. Yeah, $200 go a long way now.
Yeah.
So, if that's what you need in your life, hey, Motorola probably the best company to get it from, man.
Go ahead and get that
Yeah.
for your tax dollars.
Hey Rob, how you feel about the Moto G8 J Plus?
He
Uh, I,
ordered
I was dang near close to ordering
it.
I
it.
think Gadget Beard ordered it already.
Yeah, Gadget Bear ordered it.
There you
Yeah, man. I mean, spec wise, it's nice. I use it for a work phone. It's not my main phone. If I was to get it, it'd just, it'd be a phone that I use at work that I would listen to podcasts and streams and stuff. I mean, I would. I like using my regular big phones, but my T-Mobile signal inside that plant goes up and down, whereas I use my unlocked phones with Cricket, and I get a better signal for some reason with Cricket inside the buildings.
Hey, what carrier are you guys using right now? That's a good segue to carrier users, man. I just started my journey with Total Wireless, who actually runs off Verizon Wireless. The three lines for $80 with auto pay. 60 gigabytes of LTE, saying everything after that is slower, but I haven't even passed that the first 2 months. And I still have a line with Verizon, which I have on my iPhone. What carriers are you guys using at the current moment?
T-Mobile with Cricket.
Yeah,
Rob?
so I left Cricket a couple months back. I went to Spectrum Mobile,
Hmm.
who
No
uses
way.
Verizon. So drastically better. I think it's like 40 or $45 a month, unlimited everything using Verizon towers or whatever. The only thing is you have to have Spectrum Internet to get that price. If you don't, then it's like I don't even know what it is. It's higher than that. It's like 60 or $70 a line. But I'm currently though transitioning and trying out Visible. Visible uses Verizon's network as well,
Yeah, I heard about
unlimited everything, and it just started this thing where they call it party pay. So basically, you group lines together,
it. Yeah,
and
I
you get
heard
a $5 discount per line. So if you have four phones, you can be paying $25 per line,
about
down from the original 40 per line. It's unlimited everything. Of course, you get provision down once you hit like 20 or 25 gigs. Um, I got it working in my OnePlus. I got it working in my Unlocked Note 10 Plus. I did have to do some tweaking. It seemed pretty comparable to the Spectrum. They're both using Verizon. The only problem with Visible though is it's an app based phone service. So
Mm.
like, ain't no
Okay.
stores. Like it's supposed to be like the cutting edge or whatever. Their app is trash.
Hey,
It is
yo,
trash. And
hey,
let you in
Total Wireless
theory.
is actually owned by TrackPhone. TrackPhone runs Total Wireless, Straight Talk, and TrackPhone. I mean, yeah, but they're doing okay. BG Tech Lab, are you still running off AT&T and T and Verizon stuff?
Yeah, I'm still spending the car payment a month.
Yeah, man. I had to
You
go to
know,
cut
I
that Verizon
for
cord.
real, I think yeah, if I could cut that cord, it's probably a couple things that I could buy. You know, I could probably go get me a new Lexus.
You can
I
make it
could
to
probably
CES next year.
yeah, I
Yo,
could make it to CES and one of the best suites. Especially if I save the money all year. Oh, fuck it. Well, I ain't even gonna say that. I was gonna say I could take a helicopter to CES.
No.
That.
yo, don't say that. Yo, BG, listen to me, man. What, bro? How many lines are you dedicated with? With AT&T and T and Verizon?
Well, I'm just a two in one type of guy. Two on
Uh,
Verizon, one on
okay, so
AT&T.
I could already tell on Verizon you're paying at least 200-300. Gotta be.
Tommy D, you know the feeling. Ooh, ooh, ooh. When you look up and you ain't got no ceilings.
I know for sure on AT&T with one line. I know damn well you can't have that unlimited line with them, do you? No, right?
Yeah.
Oh
Tommy D, you know
hell,
the
man!
feeling.
I'm
Ooh,
praying for
ooh,
you, man.
ooh. When you
I
look
know.
up and you, funny thing is like with Verizon. See, this is how I got with Verizon. Honestly, like you know what is a family plan. I've been with Verizon. With I want to say me, my mom, and my sister since I was like 16. So we've been there for a long time, and I've been with, but we just they got good at service though, so I don't mind paying the money. I don't want to get rid of them. I like what we got going on, but we don't have an unlimited plan, and we don't have an unlimited plan at Verizon. We got like 30 gigs between each other, and then the crazy thing is like my AT&T is unlimited. So sometimes, like when I like my mother, the way her house is set up, and I gotta fix it. I'm being a bad son. Her Wi-Fi doesn't reach her room sometimes. She has
I'm sorry. I don't know
goddamn.
why I laugh at that. I'm sorry, bro.
She
That's
she
too
she
much to
got she
drink,
got.
man.
What does she have? Oh my goodness, she got Comcast, which is Xfinity.
Mhm.
So Xfinity doesn't reach her room. So she watches like you know how old people are when they get Facebook and YouTube and stuff. They just amazed by the shit. So she constantly watches YouTube videos and shit on Facebook all day, and the phone won't be connected to the Wi-Fi because the box is downstairs in like the dining room.
You know
So
they got extenders, man. You can get an extender.
I said I was being a bad son, Rob. Don't make me
Oh my
feel any
bad.
worse.
Yo, I'm
So
sorry. I don't know why I'm
anyway,
laughing. Yo,
she'll use up everything, bruh. Then I had to like work my Verizon phones or the other phone because the shit's dead. Shit in safety mode. You
Oh
know what I
no,
mean?
that's what made me leave Verizon, man. That safety
safety
mode.
mode is no joke, bro.
Yeah,
Yo,
man.
Yeah.
I got
That's a slap in the
yo,
face, bro.
I got the 5 GB plan with Verizon,
Mm.
one single line. You know, after my mom branched off, got her own stuff, so I'm on that by myself. Single line, 5 GB. Yo, $90 a month for just that. I have no payment, just 5 GB single line. And I do have an Apple Watch. I do have a payment plan actually, and it does have like a credit, like for 15. That's the reason why I haven't got rid of that one. I had a credit on that one, but almost $90 for one line, five
But
gigabytes.
you know the thing about doing with Verizon, because a lot of they've approached me several times. Like, every time I go to the store, they approach me about a business plan. So I was thinking about going with a business plan and and connecting it with my YouTube channel,
YouTube channel, yo,
which
people,
have a which has a tax ID
you don't
and,
know,
and and chalk it up as a business. You know what I mean? As
yo,
claim it on my taxes.
yo, no,
If you
here
ain't
it
doing
is.
that already, you
I've been
missing
doing
out, man.
I've been doing the phone tech at work on my taxes for like the last few years, or whatever. But what I haven't learned how to do is how to get a business credit card with that. I know there's a way. I know I got an EIN, a tax ID, whatever. I think we got to link up with someone who knows like about that YouTube stuff when it comes to like you say having to apply or whatever. But I know that we're able to get a business. How do we do it? I'm not positively sure. Do you guys can anybody can shed some light on that?
So when I talked to Verizon about getting a business line, because I was in the same situation, I was actually worse with Verizon. I mean, I was on Verizon. I had, I think, like at one point, like 3 lines. Basically, I had it set up to where I'd have an upgrade every year. So I had 2 lines. My wife had a line. Uh, doing phone payments, doing protection plans. I mean, they was knocking me over the head, man. And I talked to them about getting a business line. I was like, so what benefits would I get if I switch to a business line? Like I switched this over to a business account. And the chick essentially told me, like, well, I mean, there really wouldn't be much of a difference. It's just that when you bought certain phones, you'd be eligible for certain discounts. And at that point, I was like, well, I already get discounts through my job on hardware, so that's not really a it's not really a benefit. Like I'm still gonna be getting screwed on the plan. The plan is where they kill you. Like the monthly bill is where they kill you. So I don't know. Unless they change something, uh, it's not worth it.
All right, so
We
that's
need to
definitely
get a
fact.
CPA on any CPA. Go ahead and hit me in the inbox, and I'll get you on here immediately so we can
Yeah,
work something out. Because I
yo,
always end up owing,
yo,
so I need to do something.
I've been doing some heavy research like about that credit card stuff. We could definitely do it. You know, to have a YouTube channel, whatever.
Hmm?
I got the website, but it's possible. You know what I'm saying? But like, I think your credit has to be good as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they have to blend in with each other, or you go off the EIN, whatever. Big shout out to a couple of guys in the chat right now. I see Mr. Uno Nice is in the building. What's up, Mr.
Hold
Atlanta?
up, hold up.
He says, "Yo, fellas, Super Bowl Sunday, who you rolling with?" I'm with Kansas City because Tyreek hometown is 45 minutes away. That's a good segue into some. I see the RP3 already responded while I was saying it. Of course, he does that. So RP3, he's running with the Chiefs. Tech
Yeah.
gentlemen, who you got in the Super Bowl?
I don't know. I got the 49ers just because, I mean, it's kind of nostalgic seeing them in the Super Bowl, man.
That's
That's the
that's
only
that's
reason,
true,
man.
man. BG Tech Life, man. I know you're a Ravens fan, ball to ball, public school system. Who you got, man?
I don't even know at this point. I don't even. The NFL didn't once the Ravens lost to the Titans. The NFL didn't exist anymore for this year. So
Yo,
You can't blame me,
it'd be
man.
like that. It'd be like that with the World Series. If I don't see the Yankees in the World Series, I don't care who the hell's in it. But
They too on
personally,
crack.
I'm gonna go with the Chiefs too, man. I'm definitely going with the Chiefs on that one. JQ said he got the Packers. You could tell he don't know shit about no damn football. I've been on and off for the last like 10 years, but Big Head says the Chiefs. Okay, so we got the majority wins. Let's see what we got.
He
Oh,
said
the Red
overrated.
Sox. GQ got the Red Sox, so that's definitely an option.
where the hell
Yeah,
did they get that big ass horse from? Well, I want to know where the fuck the Titans got that big ass horse running back built
Hey
like
man,
a
he from
goddamn
that's Henry, man. He from University of Alabama.
man.
Bro,
That
he
dude,
run the way he was running over dudes in NFL, and Matt, he been running the exact same way all through college, cuz.
man, you're built like one of them. You ever seen I don't know what type of myth you figure it is, but it's like the horse bottom with the human top, like
Yeah,
in an Old Spice commercial.
A
That's what
yeah.
that
minotaur.
motherfucker built like. Like
A
Hey,
minotaur.
look, he been a
yeah,
man. He been a grown man for a long time, cuz.
He
And
had
the
a
thing
beard.
is, he run like a 4.5, 4.6.
He had a
He
beard in
like
eighth
six
grade.
three. He like 6'1" or 6'2". He weighed like 230 or something, 240, and run like a 4.5, 4.6. Cause when they talk about freaks, I mean, I wouldn't even want if I was a DB, I wouldn't want to tackle him because I'm pulling a hamstring every play. I'm going down. Oh,
Yeah,
you gotta
centile. That's
go
what
for
it
his
is.
legs
bruh.
or
Ain't no
give him
way.
a
He
good
get to
old
the
helmet
second
to
level.
helmet.
Man, he get to the second level. I'm not getting in front of him. Ending my career. Shoot. We gonna
I'm
lose
I'm,
that
I'm
game.
just swiping at his legs and falling on the ground like I made a good effort.
Telling you, cuz. Hey, I'm taking a bad angle every time, Rob.
Yep, bad angle. They come with their arm swing at his ankle and like, oh, and roll off into the sideline.
Bruh. Shoot,
They
man.
had him take me to the tent.
Okay,
Man,
so Uno and I said that the high school Tariq played for is 20 minutes away from my house. Yep. Saw him play high school football. It was like watching kids playing kill the carrier in your backyard and nobody catch him. All right, so JQ said, is that it for tech? So That's the perfect segue. Thank God you said something because I really wanted to talk about the iPhone SE 2. BG Tech Life, do you still have an iPhone? You do,
Do
right?
I, do I still have an iPhone?
Yes.
Yeah, he said he got the iPhone.
Yeah, I got a little something that I keep around. I got a little something that I keep handy.
Okay,
You know
so
what I mean?
you got the UAG Monarch Carbon Fiber Edition,
Yeah,
iPhone 11 Pro Max. So you definitely topped out.
yeah.
Uh, Tech gentleman, do you still have your business iPhone? I know you had a like an iPhone 6 or 7, right?
I had an 8, but when I switched jobs in August, I had to turn it back in.
Damn, you switched jobs. We ain't freaking know. RP3, what you got, man? What you got on deck as far as iPhone?
I still got the 11 Pro Max, right?
See that, man? Yo, I'm tell you about Rob at CES, man. This guy was bossed up, man.
He was
This
stunning
guy
me.
was making me feel like a little fish in a big pond.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even talk about it last time because I wasn't that intoxicated, but
Oh God.
no, Rob is one of the biggest players from the Himalayas that you ever meet.
Hey, I can imagine,
Yeah,
man.
so the reason why I brought this up is because I do have it in the title of the stream. The iPhone SE 2. So if you guys didn't know, the iPhone SE originally came out like 5, 6 years ago, and it sold hella devices on all carriers, prepaid carriers, regular carriers for a cheap lower price. I think they started at like 500, but it's all the way down to like $50 right now. Like if you don't know a prepaid carrier. Now, they are actually introducing the iPhone SE 2 or the iPhone 9. I'm not positively sure if they go with the iPhone 9, but the iPhone SE 2 will come in with a same exact size as the iPhone 8. Uh, and they're saying that it will have the A13 chip, the iPhone 8 design, Touch ID, 3 gigabytes of RAM, red, silver, or space gray colors, and coming at a price of $399. Now, I'm saying this to say this: the iPhone SE2, will it sell as much as they think that it's going to sell? Because they're dropping it around the same time that the Galaxy phone will be released. So, what do you guys think?
It,
Around like the March
It might be hard to
time
it,
sell
frame.
because it's the wrong time of the year for Apple. People don't expect them to
it's gonna sell like crazy because
think.
It's never a wrong time
it's
for
gonna
an Apple
sell like
phone,
crazy.
bro.
Here's the reason: if you looking at spending S20 Ultra Z Flip money, that iPhone ain't on your radar. But
Are
if
they going to do a presentation for it?
Bro, you know
yeah,
iPhone drops whenever they want to drop. If they want to do
Oh, okay. I mean, they
an
doing a
event, they'll do
presentation
an
for
event.
it.
yeah,
I
I mean,
mean, yeah, I mean, they're really random with it. Like I remember how they dropped the AirPods too without even an event. You
Mm.
know,
yeah,
Okay.
I mean,
I mean,
I
will
think
it
it'll sell
sell?
because the thing is like at like having an Apple product is a status symbol. It don't even matter which one you got. Like you team Apple. It's folks walk around with iPhone 8s talking about like, yeah, team Apple, team Apple. Like the phone you got don't even matter. Especially when all of them work good.
Mm.
Like you putting basically top end specs and technically it'll be the newest iPhone. I mean, you
Bro,
might be getting the cameras
everybody,
and all of that, but I mean, in the Apple world, like this is a big deal. Like we get another phone.
Yo, man, and they're coming out with the color red,
Yeah.
possibly
you
off the
probably
gate.
you
So,
gonna
so
jump
you,
on
so
that.
you already know that the people
That's
who love
one
red
sold.
who want something like
That's
red.
already one sold. Look at Allen. He ready to spend the money right now. He's
Hey,
scratching this shit.
Yo, you know
you
what
know
the
how
problem
Alex
with
do,
me and
man.
BG
He
is
wrote on
that
all carriers, cuz.
we'll buy several Android phones at the same time. I think that Rob Harris the same way. We'll buy several Android phones at the same time, but we'll just buy just one iPhone. That's the problem with like a lot of us, and and like tech community, we don't really give say Apple that second device. You know what I'm saying? So even if they do come out with a second device like an iPhone SE2, I think it's worth a shot because if you want that YouTube YouTube algorithm to hit your surface, I think a SC2 might be in your near future. BG, I'm
Oh
out of
yeah.
fruit punch.
Yeah, because I mean and it's for real. Honestly, it's that's gonna be the wave amongst the kids because
Mhm.
I believe the iPhone. I see it dropped like $399. That phone was only like $400, $399. So if this phone drops at that under $500 price point, them kids out there that ain't been upgraded in a while, they
Mhm.
need that. Um, these
Yeah.
adults, these people in other countries where they don't even see carriers and they're not worried about contracts, but they can get a new iPhone for the LO, and all they trying to do is be on iMessage and FaceTime.
Hmm.
They need that. People that like product red devices,
The only problem
they
is
every
over,
time.
but
Go ahead.
in Europe they use WhatsApp.
Yo, are you really bringing that WhatsApp up? Yo,
Uh,
yo,
Yeah. I
they
mean,
don't
what's
listen,
care.
I can agree with you on that.
They don't use iMessage. That I
hey?
mean, they
Why
WhatsApp.
why I
Better
agree with
than group
you on
me.
that is because it's like a universal app. Um, I did see that WhatsApp is actually I think they're discontinuing their app from a current phone that's out right now. I think it's either like the older iPhones or like the older Android phones. Let's see if I can find that article real quick. But yeah, I mean I get that point. But if you can find an iPhone for under $399, that's definitely a win. You
Yeah,
know
I'm
what I'm saying?
grabbing that.
it's a status
Even
symbol.
the iPhone 10, the 10 is still going for like $600. The cheapest iPhone that you could buy in the Apple Store right now is the iPhone 8 at 549. No, no, 449.
Bro.
So
When they came out with the 10s, they sold the 10 and the 10s for the same price until they sold out of the 10s.
Mm.
Like they both was $1,000. Like you were thinking, like, oh yeah, any day the 10 gonna drop. Man, they sold them phones both for the same price for so long. So being able to walk into a Apple store or any carrier buying a brand new iPhone for less than $400, I mean, all the parents that's like, I'm not spending $1,000 on no phone. You're gonna use this whatever jitterbug or whatever you got. You're gonna keep using it. Now that's a lot more convincing, man.
You can convince your parent to go get your iPhone for $400.
Yeah, man. Especially once they
Yeah.
go in there and they go in the carrier and they start finessing them. $400. Well,
no, yeah,
all that really is. That ain't nothing but like
$13.
12, 13,
yeah. I
14.
was just about to get
That's
into that.
you know,
399 divided by
once you
24,
start doing that, it's over.
sixteen
It's gonna
dollars.
hear about that. They're gonna get
16.
that. First thing they're gonna do is make sure that progress report and that report card right. It's the
Yep.
first thing. That's how they're gonna line it up.
They're gonna
Then
get
they going then they gonna create some type of need, some type of need way that they need it, and it needs to happen. Like kids, they always
They got a
like,
con job,
oh, I gotta go play, I gotta go to cheerleading, and
and
the battery on my 7 Plus keeps dying.
it's a good
You
way
know what
we
I
can keep in
mean?
touch.
And I don't know what's going on with it. I think it's going out, but they could fix it for. You know what I mean? They're gonna just make, oh, this
Right,
phone right here is just not working anymore.
it's gonna slide
I,
off their lap
yeah,
when they get out the
yeah,
car.
exactly,
yeah.
exactly.
I say a lot of folks in the bud is breaking the phone for a new one, man.
Yeah, I'm time, bruh. I swear. I swear. Oh man. Oh, they gonna create some type of dangerous situation. I was leaving cheerleading and I seen stranger danger. And I didn't have the newest iPhone to call you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
They good. Then you like, oh my goodness, you know what? It's people out there. I gotta make sure that, and the next thing you know, where you standing at? In the
Yeah.
fucking Apple store.
Yep.
Hey yo, so I have a little side note for what I was reading earlier today, is that they're thinking about having the fingerprint sensor, right? Having a touch ID, having it on the side of the phone. Now, this is not guaranteed, but I did read it, so you will have more screen real estate when it comes to that. to the iPhone SE too, but usually they always recycle the same phone, so that's highly unlikely. But would that really make a difference having more screen real estate and having the fingerprint sensor on the side instead of the front? You know how it usually is, with like the big bezel, the bottom, whatever. I mean, that's a question you don't have the answer, but I do want to head into the chat real quick. What I said, Rob, I just can't. I tried. The iPhone just has too many restrictions and it's boring to sell after 2 weeks or less. I'm never bored with Android phones. Woo!
I mean,
I know
I
Texas
agree.
probably feel like that.
I mean, I agree with them, but you know, if you're in the Apple ecosystem, it's just more convenient for you. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, that's the only reason why you know I kind of hold on to an iPhone because you know I'm not a big PC guy, you know, and I had everything Apple, and I recently kind of sealed myself into the Apple ecosystem when I started picking up iPhones on a regular basis about 2.5 years ago. And I could see why people like the iPhone, but it's boring as a fuck. But I always keep an Android on me. But it just fits into what you know, and especially now that I've been really getting real heavy into YouTube, the iPhone even works better with my workflow because if I film with the iPhone, AirDrop, boom, right to Final Cut, and I'm doing my thing.
Yo, last year was one of the first years that the Apple cameras were literally like tier for tier, like what I'm saying, going at it with all the best Android phones, and every like right, I think every YouTuber was saying that the iPhone cameras have stepped up last year, the front and the back. I'm definitely agreeing with that as well. Let me head into the comments real quick. Uh, K2 Technical, K2 Technical says that she just got an iPhone 10 today. Congratulations to
Congrats.
Kaya. Um,
Mhm.
Woo!
I think Kuno Nice, he's saying what's up to everyone.
Oh no,
What they
What up,
do?
Uno?
no, I think
Never bored. Okay, so back to the question. Do you get bored with your iPhone, BG?
Man, you know what? At times I do, man, because it's like this. You can't even like really. I don't even take my time to pick out a wallpaper for an iPhone, because at the end of the day,
you
the
can't see
app
it.
just gonna cover the fucking wallpaper. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? And
yeah,
then
that was
yeah, and
wallpaper,
on the
man.
home screen, but once you unlock the jump, it's what I'm saying. It's just App City. So yeah, but then at the same time, when it comes to creating and becoming that that film recorder, that producer, that director, it's nothing like an iPhone. You know what I mean? So, man, I get big workflow on the iPhone. Now, when I want to sit around and bullshit, I will play the game. I can pull out my note, and you know what I mean. But as far as that workflow and that 4K 60 frames per second rendering, you know what I'm saying, right there and on my iPhone, man, that's something spectacular. You can only respect that. We
Hey, yo,
iPhone is a phone that you can render 4K 60 frames per second video with in decent time, like not from today till tomorrow. You can do it, you know what I mean,
Right.
in 10 minutes, 15 minutes, depending on how long the video is.
speaking of uploading videos, Mr. Eric the Tech Gentleman, when is your next video gonna come out on your channel, the
You
That's
were
Tech
streaming the
Gentleman?
other night.
that's a huh?
You were streaming the other night, weren't you?
What?
You
Nah, that
weren't.
wasn't me.
You
Nah.
wasn't game. You wasn't gaming.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
I was just doing. I don't even count that because that's just like I should start doing that, but I ain't even count that because one of my homies just want to see that game. I'm like, all
Oh,
right, so I just clicked the button and turned it on. Um, I don't know, man. I got some definitely got some footage, man, but I just need to find time to edit it um and
It's
get it
tough.
up, man.
It's because you don't got that Luma Fusion. I'm telling you, you go out here and get you a. Go ahead and I
you
just
got that
cranked
power director on the tab. The
that
power
power
director.
director ain't shit compared to the Luma
Oh,
Fusion. I'm gonna tell you right now, straight up and down.
Yeah,
I want
so
them to see real.
I do dream about an iPad Pro with LumaFusion.
Yeah, you
Like,
gotta, bro. You
Yo,
gotta
it's
do it one
about
that.
time.
I respect
a
that,
$400 investment,
but
man. You gotta trade them Tab S5 X6s you got.
nah, man. So I had a little workflow with Power Director, and it was working. And to be honest, like it'll do 4K 60. You can drop in transitions, and
Mhm.
it'll take the high bit rate video from a LG and render that out pretty quickly and stuff. Um, I don't know, man. It's just find a time to sit there and do it and go back and forth. Because the biggest problem is like with Premiere, like once you learn like a desktop app, then you know what you can and can't do.
Right.
But on a phone, you got to learn the phone app, and that's like you really like every video gonna look the same. They're gonna look exactly the same because on Power Director, you only got like so many transitions. You can only do so much with it. So they got kind of boring. I was like, man, I need to figure something else out.
Let me tell you something, man.
No
I bought
problem.
a MacBook last year. I mean, last month or two ago, and I tried like as soon as I opened up Final Cut,
Mm.
um, I had like a 30 day trial, whatever. I was literally like, nah, forget it, yo. I couldn't do it.
Yeah,
I
man,
couldn't do it.
it's
I
work.
opened the file, I dragged it into the place. You know how you drag everything into the place. And I'm like, yo, I really don't have the patience to learn another program
That's easy.
past Sony Vegas. And you know what's funny was that when I was at Max Lee's,
Sony
like
Vegas
after
is
Humber's call, he
inexpensive.
hit me up. He was like, yo, I'm in Max Lee's room. So right, he's working with like Black Magic or something like that. He had like a different type of program. And he was like, "Yo, man, Vegas is
DaVinci
so simple."
Resolve.
I'm like, "Vegas is simple, but I love it." You know,
Yeah,
you know, right? I'm not doing anything fancy, you know.
yeah,
And he said that he paid for like one time fee or something like that, and I'm like, "Oh, I don't think I can change, man."
yeah. And that was my thing. That's why I was excited about Adobe Premiere Rush. I was like, man, that'll be great because I already used Premiere on the desktop at the time. My computer was dead, and I was like, man, if I can just do everything on a tablet with like editing the video on a tablet with the pen, like I mean, that's a good feeling right there, man.
Yeah, when you
But
got
the
Yo,
that
problem
pen,
is, yeah, man. But the problem is,
got that pen working on the Luma Fusion.
the problem is, man, it's that app janky as hell, man.
What
Like I
is?
like I literally that Adobe Rush,
Oh, Adobe Rush. Yeah.
man. I edited the same video 2 times. Spent like 40 minutes editing the video.
Mm,
Went to export it, the app would just lock up and crash.
no way,
And so I had to re-edit it again and
mm.
lock
no,
up and crash it the same thing. And at that point, I was like, that's when the videos dropped off, man.
Bro,
bro.
download that. I'm telling you, download that Luma Fusion.
He
I
don't
It's
have
still
an
it's
have
Hey,
iPad.
bad.
hey,
cases,
give me the Android version, BG.
Yeah.
Nah, it ain't
bro.
no. I mean, it's no Android version. I mean,
Yeah, yeah, I
straight up
know.
and down. Like you gotta respect. I mean, I'm telling you. Like I got an iPad Pro, the first gen, the
Yeah.
first iPad Pro, the 9.7,
Mhm.
and I still, you know what I mean. And I can, use it, and I don't really have no hiccups on there. I'm telling you, like the editing on there is crisp, and the rendering,
And they
no time
added
at all.
and they
And you can
added a Lux to it. Now you got their
Right,
own Lux
exactly.
package.
Different filters and music and all, man. That shit is dope. I ain't even gonna lie to you. And it take like literally, I never said that every video that I done made in the past month or two, I haven't spent more than 10 strong minutes.
Editing.
It might take me longer to make my thumbnail than it does to actually create the
Yo,
video.
BG,
I
man.
ain't even gonna lie to you.
Yeah, man.
Yo, we gotta talk about your upload pattern, man. We've talked about this countless times on countless streams. You can't be uploading 3 videos back to back, man. Just can't. Yo, the YouTube algorithm is not playing when it comes to that like back to back videos, man. I'm doing hella research on like the algorithm or whatever, and right, having it 3 times a week, saying having it spread out, saying for every other day would make more sense, like as far as saying having to play with the YouTube algorithm, like and saying how it works. Having it back to back to back is just it's like which do you pick first?
Mhm.
Oh, it's gonna basically look at my shit like spam.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so if you did a video on an iPhone video and if you did a video on a no video, and if you did one on like a blue phone, whatever, I'm gonna pick the blue phone because I don't want to look at anything else that's not the blue phone. You know what I'm saying? So you're like choosing between the three videos, which I would say have a fan base to where like
If you
yo,
was flossy, you can get away with
if he just uploaded a
it.
video, right? I'm gonna check it
Yeah,
out. I'm gonna check it out regardless of what it's about.
yeah.
Now, when you have three back to back, you're choosing which one you want to see.
True, true, true.
You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing that I did actually want to get into. What I will hit the comments real quick. I wish Ford was here so he could read the comments, but I'll do it for him since he's MIA like stud literally. Yeah. So 109 says that all his TVs in his house are Samsung except for one Vizio. So Harmless Carl, big shout out to Harmless Carl, Mr. OG, Team 100, Team 100, like he says. He's asking me if it's snowing. No, it's not snowing over here. Thank you, Lord. Um, Why is asking me, is it a flip phone? If you're talking about the new mobile phone that I just got today, this is a $99 phone. Please hit them up if you haven't already. Rob, you know where to go already.
Hmm.
Uh, it's good, Carl. What else did I want to see? All right. So, Uno I said, question for 200: are people still buying tablets, or are tablets basically dead? Laptops are lighter and thinner and more portable these days. So, I'm just asking you guys for your opinion. I'm going to start off with myself. I did actually just buy a another gaming laptop. And I got it from Best Buy for 650, top notch specs. I'm loving it. I saw you have an Alienware um, laptop, which is made by Dell, I believe. So I do have a Dell gaming laptop as well. But as far as the other guys, are tablets dead? And would you rather buy a laptop? Tech gentlemen.
Tablets aren't dead. The thing is, the rate that you got to buy tablets at is getting longer because it used to be the only tablets that were worth shit were iPads, and so now, just with the way technology is going, if you got something with an 835 in it or something like that, all you using tablets for is watching Netflix, browsing the web. Like you're not doing all the day to day stuff that you do with a phone. So tablets are lasting longer. So people are buying fewer of them. Um, Year over year, the sales are going down. They're not dead though. Like people are still buying them.
Right.
BG
Yeah.
Tech Life, before you go away again. Are tablets dead, and would you rather buy a laptop for pretty much the same exact price?
I want to say tablets is dead. No, I don't know, man. I like my format is this. I like having a cell phone, a laptop, and a tablet. I think they all go together. They all gel well. Like, I try to keep a night, just a tablet, phone, laptop, because it's just I just think that's the trio right there. So I always will buy a tablet. I don't think a tablet is ever going to replace a laptop. There's a lot of things you can do on a tablet though, but it's got a way bigger screen than a phone. So you know what I mean, especially like for my editing purposes and things of that nature. It's a better view. It's a better view. I can watch what I'm doing a little better.
Okay.
Mm.
Uh, Rob
No, I
from
don't.
Tech Use, is the
I,
tablet dead, and would you rather buy a laptop at this moment?
I would probably rather buy a laptop, but tablet's not dead. Tablet serves a purpose. If you got especially depending on how your household is set up. If you got young people in the house who you're trying to help to get a heads up on school, a tablet can help instead of giving them a computer. Sometimes they're not ready for a computer, and a tablet is also a device where if some damage happens, I think from a maintenance standpoint, it might be a little easier to fix, or you may not mind it being, messed up a little bit more than a laptop. You know what I'm saying? Roughed up a little more. You know how kids have an ability to rough up, electronics. You find peanut butter and jelly and what have you on it, so you don't mind with a tablet. And the price the variation in price still make tablets a viable thing because they have tablets that aim for small kids all the way up to teens. So I mean, a tablet always will have a place. You can buy those little kid tablets, them Fisher Price tablets, and
Yeah,
yeah,
Amazon tablets
them Amazon
are still
tablets. Yeah,
popular right now.
yeah, they always serve. They always going to serve a purpose, and it's a cheaper way to get. And it also is a cheaper way for poor people to also stay in with tech. If you get a nice tablet and get a keyboard, and you can literally make a, a low end laptop out of a tablet.
All right, so big shout out to Rob for that answer. BG Tech Life, you do have to run along. Big shout out to you for coming through. Shout out to episode 98. Hopefully you could host 99 and
99.
or maybe 100, but you do have to go. Uh, please let everyone know where they could find you before you run off and hide away like Forbes, wherever
Uh,
Forbes is.
Well, just I just want to thank y'all guys, for doing, what we do and picking up the slack for each other every other week. I really appreciate y'all. But yeah, guys, I gotta go. It's your man BG Tech Life. You could just search me on YouTube, BG Tech Life. I got phones, I got products. I'm bringing things to the forefront. Some tutorials and yeah. Oh my goodness. There's one more thing I wanted to say before I got off here. Yeah. Hopefully next week we may be streaming. If I'm not stuck at work, I definitely want the opportunity to try to build some hype about the stream. We gonna build it up. But yeah, man, appreciate everything y'all do. Appreciate everybody watching, man, and everybody rocking with the team, man. It's your man BG, man. I'll catch y'all later, man.
Mhm. Peace,
Peace.
Hey,
bro.
Vicky, have a good one, man.
All right.
Howdy.
All right. So as we wrap up the stream, let's see if I can get a nice little
Yeah,
square
thanks.
line up there.
Appreciate that.
All right. So one more comment by Uno Nice. He says he still has the first generation Motorola Zoom. Wow.
Damn.
He said that it still works, but you can't do much because the firmware is so outdated. That's actually what I actually wanted to talk about with the WhatsApp. WhatsApp is discontinuing their app with I think with phones that's like on gingerbread or phones that's around that type of software. So you would definitely have to get a new phone.
All
One thing
right.
that I did want to talk about before we wrap up was the Poco X2. So the Poco X2 will be the basically the same version as the Redmi K30, which I will actually run the specs for you guys right now. So the Poco has officially revealed that the upcoming Poco X2 will feature a 120 hertz rate refresh screen, and it will have a Sony IMX 686 sensor and support 27-watt fast charging. And the new leak says that the phone will feature a 6.67-inch display, which is the same as the Redmi K30, and it will be IPS 1080p with support for HDR10 playback. Now, so I'm bringing that up because you know how well some of our guys who, say who had covered the Poco F1 and they were really successful when it comes to that phone, even though the phone was not able to get full LTE at all when it comes to the U.S. carriers. So the Poco X2, uh, is that something on your guys' radar that you would just think to have to boost up your channel, or are you literally don't care about it, or you're actually thinking about actually getting it? Rob,
Is it going to work in the United States?
that's not official yet, but we'll have a Snapdragon 730 processor, by
I
the way.
mean, I don't mind picking up a phone if it can, if I could talk to people on it. I don't want to just pick up a phone that's just just for views, what have you. Because I mean, I mean, the person I'm doing YouTube because it's fun. I'm not really trying to. I'm not that hard. I mean, I'm not that hard of for viewers, subscribers. I wouldn't mind having more subscribers, but at the same time, I'm still doing it to have fun. And just to get a Poco phone, just to do that, is to me it's like a waste of money, especially if I can't use it. Because I like to use phones when I get them. You know what I'm saying? I like to use them at work. I like to use them. You know, I don't want it just to be a glorified tablet. I got tablets.
Okay, Eric, man, I know
No.
I know you're invisible,
Yeah. Well, I
and
mean, so
yeah, so I don't think you're able to run CDMA off of that phone, but
the thing is, the beauty of Verizon's network. Uh, by the end of the year, they're gonna shut down the CDMA portion of it
that's true.
Uh,
because, like,
they go
the
on LTE.
yes, all LTE. Like, so the One Plus, I got Visible in this. I had Spectrum in it. Like,
Hmm.
it's on Verizon's network, all LTE. I'm getting voice over LTE, Wi-Fi calling, text messages, MMS. I'm getting everything. Um, I don't see that being that big of a problem unless their software is weird. It just won't let you configure it to work with the network. But outside of that, I mean, what's the price point is going to
Listen,
be?
man. Okay, so
I think it's
it's
eighteen
rumored
ninety
to
nine
be
rupee.
under 399.
Is
But
it
what I'm trying to tell you is you
The
might
B,
have the gateway key to
to
get
fifty
to
thousand
10,000
subscribers?
subscribers. And now
oh yeah,
I remember BJ had mentioned this. He was like, "Yo, I'm gonna get the F2 when it comes out." I remember Rob, Forbes, all those guys that said that. So
Right.
they know the
But when I
power.
found out it wasn't
I know
working that
Android
way,
said he basically built his channel. Right. I
mm,
mean, he has great content as well, but
yeah,
he basically built his channel off of the Poco F2 and the Essential phone, two phones that were, say underrated, but still had a really, really good effect. I remember MKHD, he had the Poco F1. He actually won the camera thing, that little contest he did last year or like the year before.
mm,
Uh, so it does have a good camera. Um, that's your, that's our gateway,
yeah,
literally. And there's another one who's literally like about to pass me. But shout out to Munchie from the
yeah,
community. He's literally about to pass me in subscribers. Big shout out to him. And big shout out to Hendrix Stud as well. They're literally on that 14,000 subscriber mark, and they're literally about to pass me. And they're still doing Poco videos for the F1. Now I know, no lie, I'm lying. I'm lying. I'll be flying, but that the X2 might be the way to get your views up. Whoever's a YouTuber who's watching this video, because there's not people watching, but not a lot of people talking.
they did a lot of rooting videos.
Yeah, because they stay
I'm
with the
I'm not
phone.
doing rooting videos.
yeah.
Yo, but all of us have experience with
But
rooting.
rooting videos are a
You
pain in
don't
the
have to
ass.
root it.
Rob
You
said he
don't
ain't
have
got
to
time
root
for
the
that,
phone.
man. Rob said he too swaggy for that, man.
I was like, I went to CES, bitch. I don't need the.
Whatever, Alan. You
But
the
nah,
one.
man. So I've thought about that because everybody who's taken basically, like, it doesn't matter what it is. Like, if people pick a phone that's reasonably successful and basically just like stick with that phone, like keep generating content with it, they've been successful. Because I think about remember Julian, like the Galaxy Note dude.
Yeah, the note guy.
Oh
Like,
yeah, the guy was
yeah,
a rapper.
like all that, like he was all in on the Galaxy Note, like no matter what.
Yeah.
Like, he only made videos around Note time, but people knew to come to him for Note stuff. I mean, you had people
Yeah,
do that with all kind of phones, man.
Yeah,
Like,
17, 19,000 subscribers.
yeah, man. And so
bro,
I,
he
I
hasn't
thought
uploaded
about
a video in like a year or two. I actually thought about him like the other day, and I just went to the channel. Like he hasn't uploaded anything.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna get him on. Well, we had him on a stream before.
Yeah, you brought him into a stream. I remember that. And
Yeah,
everyone was like, "Yo, who's this guy?" And I go
yeah,
and freaking Google YouTube him, and I'm like, "Yo, this guy had a rap song about the Galaxy Note, which
yeah,
is insane."
yeah. Samsung like invited him out to events. Like they send him devices. Like it would be like the Note wouldn't drop till August, and he'd have it in like July and stuff,
I
man.
remember that.
Yeah, so
And I remember TK had said in the comment he got one of those ones that's for like the on display
yeah,
thing, and he said yes to it. So like he basically like admitted to it. But I don't know, man. So the biggest difference between the Poco F1 and the Poco X2 is that they won't be using the processor that's the latest flagship processor. So they won't have the A65. They're rumored to have a 700 series processor. So I mean, will that be the end of Poco? When it
I
comes
think so.
to using a processor, it's basically like a mid-range processor, honestly. You
Yeah.
know.
So the danger with that is whenever the phone comes out, I assume the OnePlus 8 will be out. And at that point, what is a OnePlus 7 or OnePlus 7T going to cost? Not the Pro version, but the base version. Because right now you go get a OnePlus like 6T for like four something.
352.
Yeah, it's on sale now.
Damn.
350 now.
So at that point, if you ain't got top end specs in your phone, you ain't got nothing.
Yeah, but that's gonna come to the fact about they have the Galaxy Z Flip, having A55 Plus because honestly, me and say Eric, that saying the average consumer, say will care about what processor in the phone, but
Mhm.
but to have a 55 Plus rather than the A65 for a phone that's well enough going to have a price tag of over $1,500 after taxes. I mean, does the processor actually matter? When it comes to like a phone like the Poco, like a new mobile phone that's MediaTek processor, um, will it really matter at the end of the day? Because people look at price, how much per month, saying how much in total will it work with Verizon, what I'm saying? Like things like little small little things like that will affect your opinion. Um,
Didn't but isn't that Poco phone is for an Indian market only,
Yeah,
really?
yeah. That's what I'm
one
gonna say. Like you're gonna have to put work in the U.S. anyway. It would require work and research to
Yeah.
use Poco phone. Like you can't just
Drop a video and like you
you can't just go out and get one and pop your SIM in and know it's gonna work. Like you got
right.
to know what bands are in it, what carrier you got, what bands that carrier has.
Hmm.
You gotta understand what apps are gonna work, which ones are not gonna work. Like for like DRM status, like what's they gonna look like versus a One Plus, which is a fully supported phone like around the world.
Mm.
Like
Yeah, because one thing I noticed about these phones is that like a lot of the time it's always AT&T or Cricket that has more band than T-Mobile.
yeah,
And that happens usually a lot because I remember when I had the Xiaomi Mi A1 and I had a T-Mobile SIM in there and literally have LTE for 1 minute and it'll be completely, have no service like the next minute. Nighttech is in a building with Anthony. I changed his name again. He said the AirPods Pro or the AirPods 2. Now, my question, my opinion on that. So I do have the AirPods 2. So it all depends if you like having headphones digging inside your ear, like the AirPods Pro. So the AirPods Pro, they go deep inside your ear canal, so you're able to like feel that little, say a little plastic little ear, tip, whatever. So it's really up to you because the AirPods, saying go in, but they don't go completely in. But I do have the AirPods 2. I do like them. The AirPods Pro, I haven't tried them. I know you're like audio files, so I'm not sure like if you want that title. Like a lot of YouTubers don't like that title of being an audio file, Eric. Uh,
uh,
have you heard or even sampled the AirPods Pro?
I haven't. messed around with the Pro, but just so the AirPods are weird because before the AirPods, that style of earphone of earbud, like nobody wanted, right? Like usually you put in earbuds, you want them to stay in your ear well, you want them to create a seal, you want them to block out noise so you can hear your music. But AirPods became like a status symbol to where now, even though it's impossible for them to sound as good as an earbud that creates a seal in your ear. People still like that sound. Like some people say, well, I like being able to hear stuff around me while I'm listening to my music. That's cool or whatever. But I would have to imagine the pros sound better like all day just because they create a seal, just because they stay in, they have the noise canceling as well, which you may like or not like. But I mean, just from you can listen to your music at 50% and now turn it all the way up. Like you can hear the bass response on that on if you have a good seal in there and a good fit.
Yeah.
Like that's I would say the pro sound better, just off what I know.
Hey, you're Eric, man. I gotta talk to you for a second, man, because you were one of the original guys who I seen who did a lot of videos on earphones. Have you been checking out all these new YouTubers? Like, I mean, they're not new, but they're sort of new. Like, you know, what I'm saying, I think one name, I think the name is Game Ski.
Yeah,
But you have another one, I'll have favorite reviews. Like great guys, great YouTubers, saying who have great content. You were one of the ones who I know did hella headphone reviews, man. Are you ever gonna come back to doing headphone reviews? Because it seems like you had a nice niche,
yeah,
you know,
man.
when it came to that.
So unlike doing phone stuff, to me, headphone reviews require more work and more time. Cause like with a headphone, like I could just shoot a video top down and just hold the headphones in my hand the whole time, but that gets boring.
That's what it is.
So especially when you look at the competition, like you look at what GameSki and NFA and Jim's like right now, Jim's review room, as far as like headphone reviews, like he's like this video quality and all that stuff is top notch. But it's a lot of B-roll, like everything's wireless now, everything's Bluetooth. So I gotta be able to talk about the range, I gotta talk about the battery life. So it might take me a week to shoot a video on a pair of headphones. I got to listen to it till the battery die. Well, now headphones got 30, 40 hour battery life. Like I got to listen. It's like a job now. I got to listen to headphones. Like it's my job just to be able to give you accurate, like, well, the battery life, this is how many hours I got. This is what you can expect, you know. And so I would like to do that definitely in the future. Just right now, I don't have time, man. It's still a
Yeah.
passion, though.
So if you didn't know, Mr. Tate Gentleman, he just had another daughter, right? Right, Eric?
Yep.
It's
Double
a
dad.
number of what? Two or three?
Number two. I got
Okay.
one for each hand. I'm done now, man.
RP3 has about like 16. Uh, JQ says so which one? So he's talking to JQ about the AirPods Pro. So sorry to say so, we are gonna wrap up the stream. Uh, I'm definitely happy that you guys could come through, especially Eric, who's been missing for a few months, probably like months or
Yeah.
weeks, probably. We definitely need you for that 100th episode, and if we have to delay that
Mhm.
100 episodes so all of us could be on the stream together at the same time, like we did with the 50th episode, which
Yeah.
was epic.
Yeah.
Like I hosted that one, and I was like so hella nervous trying to set everything up, man. Hopefully, everybody came. I remember OTech came, Mobile
Yeah,
Geezer
man.
came, just Everyday Tech Brandon, he came. So I'm definitely looking forward to you guys to come through to the episode. Who's hosting episode 99? I'm not positively sure, but I'm definitely glad to have you guys. I don't have a super chat because the channel is not monetized yet. So that's the reason why we haven't did our little money dance when it comes to super chat. But Rob been killing it when it comes to super chats lately. Literally everyone loves Rob. He's like everyone's granddad. he's like Bill Cosby back when he didn't have no charges.
No,
Uh,
the deal
so,
put it in the bud.
yo, big shout out to everyone who came through. Big shout out to the guys who are still in chat. Big shout out to the guys who are not talking on the stream. Big shout out to Anthony Knight, JQ, and Mr. Uno Nice who've been killing the comments right now. Thank you guys for coming through. A little quick shout out to the guys who are on the stream with me. But first, I want to talk about the guys who are not here. Harmless Carl from Chanel Cases and from Armadillo Tech. He's not here in the building. Mr. Android Sled, who's busy with the Super Bowl, which is taking place in Miami. So I doubt
Taking
we'll
big
see him
pictures
for
with Helly
a
football
minute.
players.
Yep.
We won't see him for a minute. For Tech Review, I don't know what he's doing. He probably got a hot date. You're saying met on Tinder. I don't know what's going on for.
He's working his
Shout out to
part-time job as a porn. He doing stunts in gay porn movies. Not
Dog, okay.
I'm joking.
BG Tech Life, who was here, he was here earlier, but he kept on pausing, so I know he got the gal. Shout out to the guys still in the comments. And to the guys who are still with me, Mr. RP3, Rob Pouncey from RP3 Tech Reviews, Mr. Eric, the Tech Gentleman, definitely one of the coolest names that we have on the team. Do you guys have anything left to say? I'll start off with Mr. Rob. Do you have anything else you want to say? If you want to shout out your channel.
As I snack here on these kitty treats. Shout out to everybody in the stream. Thanks for supporting the channel. Shout out to the whole Team 100 crew. It's been a great time rolling with you guys, having conversations, hanging out, finding like-minded people. It's probably been one of the best experiences, in my life to have a group of, a community like this, and able to chat with people and just talk about a variety of subjects. I appreciate everybody out there who support the channel and all of us. So again, thanks everybody. Appreciate you.
Eric, Tech Gentleman.
Dang, man.
Anything you want to say?
I gotta follow Rob. Rob just gave a farewell speech, man. But no, man, I definitely concur with Rob, man. Anytime you can find people that share similar interests as you, and you can also joke around with, and be there through ups and downs. It's always nice, man, and refreshing. A lot of people don't have that. So definitely appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate everybody that supports our channels. Appreciate the Team 100 community for real. Still going strong. And Mr. Allen Anthony, man, he been the mastermind behind the scenes, pulling the strings, man, kind of keeping everybody together. Like folks go away too long, man. Anthony coming knocking.
You know what? And I'm glad you said that because after what happened this week, I've just grown an appreciation for all of you guys, all 6, 7 of you guys, of how we've actually stuck together throughout all the trials, all the tribulations, like all the people missing or all the people who are here who it's one of those things where you just have to cherish while it's here. And so I'm definitely an appreciation of everyone on the team, especially the guys like Harmless Carl, who's like, saying who loves us, who, saying OG, and it's just one of those guys that as well, what I'm saying? Like, you find guys on the net, saying who's on the internet who you like more than like a lot of your family members, and you appreciate their, saying, their intelligence and saying what they could offer to saying to yourself and to what you can learn and what you could gain from them. And but shout out to JQ as well. Yeah, the channel with his fiance Lux Tech Travel. I do have to plug that real quick,
Shout out to
but
JQ's better half.
basically to the whole Team 100 community. This is episode number 98. 98. We should have had more, but we didn't. But I do appreciate the whole community and the whole team. And going forth, we will definitely try to stick together and try to be as straightforward when it comes to these streams. But you just never know because all of our lives are completely different, which we love to show you guys because we are one of the most diverse mobile tech groups that you will ever find on the internet, and that's a complete fact.
Yeah.
So big shout out to everyone who came through on the stream. I know I am on my streaming channel, so we don't have a lot of people here. But if you guys stay with us, I appreciate it. And hope you guys have a great night and have a great week. And remember to tell your children that you love them. So my name is Alan Anthony from Phone Tech at Work. Follow me, subscribe. Trust me, it's not all about the money. It's all about just having fun. Peace and love. I'll see you guys in the next video.
Peace.
Later. Try that.